Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 13 of my 90-day challenge. And I'm shooting this live video. I'm going live late today because I just came from Tublay Central to give a talk at the feast of the chair of Saint Peter in that community. And they asked me to give a talk as their speaker, and that is why I'm going live this late. But what I'm going to do right now, hello Romark, this day 13 of my 90-day challenge is to evaluate my experience this morning. It is to evaluate what I have done as a speaker, and this is to share with you as well, if you're a speaker, that you need to go back to what you just did, to your talk or to your speech, and review what worked well and what can be improved, because that is very important. Hi Franklin, who is joining us. So my friend, I'm going to try to go back into what I did and see what worked well, and also to look into things that can be improved, because I myself, I have to keep on improving as well. So I think if I go back to the talk that I gave earlier today, I think there were three good things that I was able to do. Hi, JNA Lending, hello for joining us. Number one that I did well perhaps is this. I had a clear one big message. And my one big message is, of course, related to the theme, related to their patron saint, who is Saint Peter. And so I said, follow Peter, follow Jesus. It's just a very, very simple one big message. And it is given in three chunks. So I think that's the second one, three simple points. That is to follow him, to love him, and to represent him. And I think that was something that is easy to follow to the audience. And I closed it. The third one, the third point that I think worked well is that I closed it with a personal story. I closed it with my example of having a camote that I don't know if you've been listening to me or watching me before, or if you've seen one of our videos here on Facebook, you know that story. And I think it worked well because it was able to somehow summarize the points and give a concrete call to action for them to apply or to do in their personal lives as they go and implement the ideas, the insights that I shared in my entire talk. So I think that worked well. Hi Frederick, who's joining us. Now, let's answer the question, what can be improved? To me, what can I work on if ever I will do the same speech and in the same or a similar occasion, what should I change? And here's the thing. One is, perhaps I should have lessened my talking points, my sub-points. I had three main points, but especially on my third point, I had 7 sub-points, and maybe with the time that I spent, it was a bit heavy. Of course, I believe they were able to get it, but then it's like when I was thinking about my entire talk, I think it can be it's best to deliver that in a day, That's how heavy it was. Of course, I did my best to simplify it, but somehow I could have lessened my sub points, especially in the given span of time that was given to me. The second one is, perhaps I could have injected more humor in this particular one, especially that the talk or the program was happening just after lunch. It was like 2 p.m. and of course there were some internal and external noise happening. Of course, there are some distractions, or there's some, we tend, or people tend to be sleepy at that particular time, and so maybe giving more humor, of course, that has to be aligned to my message, could have helped me deliver that message. And so, of course, I was able to catch up with my closing story. But then again, if I were to do it again, I could have done it with lesser sub points, with more humor that is aligned to my message, and of course to stick with my one big message, with my 3 points, and with my closing story. That is, I believe that's so, it's so powerful, and it supported my point. And to close this is to give you also, to share with you that during the program, a certain group had an intermission. They had a presentation, and then one woman stayed in shared with us how he was touched by the talk, how he was so touched by the talk, and how she is going to respond to it in a way that made her, because the talk made her reflect, think again, what is she doing right now, what was she doing before, and now she had a plan of somehow being more active, being more, applying the insights that we shared in the talk. And that to me was so priceless. Just one. I know some people were shaking my head, people were saying this and that. But even if that a single person was so touched, was so moved, I believe that somehow I have achieved my objective, and that to me is priceless. Of course, I hope and pray that there are more people have been touched and moved by the message of the messenger, not me, but our Lord, but our God, the message of God, somehow through me. And I hope that is it is my prayer that people were able to receive that message, and that to me, that person saying that she was so moved and touched, and she is to respond to that call, is priceless. And so, my friend, I don't know what messages, what talks or presentations you're giving. It can be in business, it can be in board meetings, it can be in the barangay, it can be in church. But I believe that you and I, as messengers, as speakers, are given this mission, are given this special calling, are given this mission to deliver the message, to deliver a message of hope, a message of life, a message that is going to inspire people to continue doing what they need to do, to continue doing what they are meant to do. And when we do that, I believe that we are able to achieve our purpose, achieve our objective. And yes, review, evaluate your performance, evaluate your experience, and let us keep on growing. Let us keep on improving. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. As speakers, as presenters, we have to keep on growing in our manner of presenting the matter, the message that we are meant to give. Again, thank you for joining me today in this day 13 of my 90-day challenge. Thank you, Frederick, for staying with us. Thank you, everybody who's joined us. Again, go out there and don't forget to deliver your message. And as you do, don't forget to always have the time to review, to reflect, to evaluate your experience. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.